Alright, I have my AC on. You're probably going to hear it because this microphone is the worst. Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog. Look at me, I'm on my YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that I've just learned, apparently. I had no idea that people were different body types. And I took a little quiz, and apparently I'm an endomorph. Actually, let me show you. There should be a quiz. Sounds good to me. I am a female. My shoulders are the same width as my hips. A pair of relaxed fit jeans fit pretty tight because I got big old booty. My forearms, well, they look average to me. My body tends to carry a bit of extra fat here and there. I used to stay skinny, but I had kids, and now I just carry fat. My body looks, as far as I can tell, mostly straight. I don't know. What is a pear-shaped body? Let's look that up. I am not pear-shaped at all. I'll say mostly straight up and down. When I do lose weight, I get kind of an hourglass shape, but not really. If I encircle my hand, middle finger and thumb, they touch. They touch. They don't overlap. They're not yet. They don't overlap, I don't think. Is that overlap? I'll put overlap. They overlap. I gain weight easy. Hard to lose. Yeah. I don't lose weight without a struggle. I literally have to go on a pretty strict diet, as you guys have seen. My chest measurements. I just measured that. What is my chest measurements? See, this is why we do our measurements, so we know things. My chest is a 42. So 42 or more. I mean, for now. It'll probably go down. What is your body type? Your body is between an endomorph and a mesomorph. You struggle to lose fat, but you can usually gain more muscle than other body types. Strength training should be done to get a better muscle to fat ratio. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Junk food will hold you back more than they do a mesomorph. Blur, 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 blur. Okay, so it says endomorph over here is like 50%. Mesomorph and ectomorph are 25%. So I'm going to kind of lean towards the higher percentage, which is the endomorph. And I looked up this thing, and there's called an endomorph diet. Now, in reading everything about the endomorph diet, it basically keeps referring to paleo, and I looked at paleo, and it's so restrictive, and that's what I don't like about this Mediterranean diet. It is so restrictive, and there are certain foods that are allowed on it that I can't have. Like on paleo, they have starches listed. I can't do starches. My body doesn't digest starches correctly, so I need to leave starches off. So what I'm thinking is there really isn't a diet out there tailored to me. And so my curiosity went through the roof, and yesterday I took the quiz for Michael too, and Michael scored 53% endomorph, 25 or 27, I don't know, for meso and whatever. So he is primarily endomorph too. We kind of have the same body type roughly. So we are going to change things up a little bit and figure out what works for us. So, notepad. My handy dandy notebook. And we are going to put it, let me reframe so I can see if this is underneath me. Unfortunately, I don't have that ability to. Uh-oh, no, let's not do that, because then you can't read it. Okay, so you can kind of read my notepad here. Alright, I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to go under images, actually, because images usually you can find a lot more information. Unfortunately, when you search for the endomorph diet, you don't find anything. You can find macros, you can find meal plans pre-made out for you, which I don't like sticking to somebody else's meal plan because that might not work for me and my budget and my patience to make the food. So I did find the macros, and what I did was, in one of the things that I was reading, it said that women endomorphs have to have way less calories. It said that women have to have like 1100 to 1300 calories, like it's really low, in order to lose weight. That's specifically to lose weight. In order to maintain, it's probably higher. And for men, it is suggested that he be at the 1500 to 1800 range. So I set his at 1700. Let me check. I have my handy dandy carb manager app. I can check. But I came across this. Can we actually like look at the image? That'd be great. Okay. Okay. So, mine is set at 1100. I don't know why it has 04 at the end of it. It just kind of adjusted itself. So that puts me at 97 protein a day, 49 fat a day, 32 fiber a day recommended, and 69 total carbs, which still puts it at a low carb ratio. And Michael's has been reset to, if he starts tracking his food, which he hasn't tracked anything today, because I can see it from here. His is set to 88 total carbs, 24, well, the fiber is just kind of hit or miss. It's just a suggestion. 67 fat. Hold on, let me go this way. 132 protein and 1500 calories. So I set him at the lowest because he doesn't even meet his macros to begin with, and we've had this conversation, and yeah. So he did good yesterday on the new adjustments. He ate 1275 calories of the 1500. He had 92 protein of the 132. He had 70 fat of the 67, and he had 88 total carbs, which still puts him in low carb. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so but I made like a veggie pasta, the rotini noodles with some sweet peppers and sauce, and then after that, I had met my macros. But he also had 2 turkey burgers and sweet oat bread for the breading on top of that. Today I've done really good. I'm almost complete on my macros here. Oh, that's yesterday. I'm almost uh, halfway complete. I've got 49 of 69 carbs. I've got 17 of 49 fat, which is not bad. Lower fat is better. 33 of 97 protein and 460 of 1100 calories. So that's literally like half a day. So I'm almost done for the day. It's 1:30. And I screenshotted a few things that I saw, and I downloaded a few things, and hopefully I can find these again. But we're going to go to my little grocery list of what I'm allowing myself to eat, and I'm going to put my thing right here for now. I know I moved it over. It's whatever. Shush. I am not a Pinterest person. As you can see, I have like 99 plus notifications. I do not check my Pinterest. I do not like Pinterest. So when you click on something, you don't find what you're looking for. So the Endomorph list is, it says 50% protein, 30% carb, 20% fat. I don't think that's what I have mine set at. I looked up the ratio, a proper ratio. And the protein should be 35%, carbs should be 25%, and fat should be 40%. So that's roughly what mine and Michael's macros are set at. That's what I looked at. It says typical body type for endomorphic. So that's what I set mine at. So they are saying that proteins that you can get are chicken, fish, turkey, whey, shellfish, salmon, eggs, tuna, and lean meats. Now that was working for me on the keto diet. I would specifically go for like 93% lean meats and stuff. The chicken, the turkey, the fish, all the seafood. So that I'm agreeing with. But when it comes to red meats is an issue with me. It's slowing down my digestive system. So I'm going to modify you're allowed to have it kind of thing, since I can't find like a food pyramid of how often you should have it. So I'm going to say chicken. I'm going to have a hard time typing this. Chicken, seafood. We don't do whey protein. I don't do stuff like that. Eggs, but specifically for myself, whites only for Faye, because cholesterol is in egg yolk. And then lean meats, preferably 93%. And these are only going to be eaten once a week until I figure out if it is affecting my cholesterol, if it is not being digested, if it's slowing down my system, all of that. We're going to stick to once a week for now to see what happens. So that's protein. And then carbs. So carbs are listed under sweet, light, and heavy. So we've got grapefruit, blech, berries. I like berries. Peaches. And pineapple. And Michael's been begging for a fresh pineapple. They've been having those out at the stores, like in just big batches of fresh pineapple. And he's like, "Do you know how to cut a pineapple?" I'm like, "Yes, I know how to cut a pineapple. I know how to cut a lot of fruits and veggies the way you're supposed to cut them." The problem is I don't like cutting a pineapple, and if I do cut a pineapple, we'd be the only two eating it because the boys don't like pineapple. It's like sweet sour to them. Light carbs would be asparagus. That Michael and I like. Bell peppers. Bok cabbage. I guess bok choy and cabbage. I like cabbage. I don't know what bok cabbage is. Broccoli. cauli, celery, cucumbers. I don't like eggplant. Green beans, I use those. I have to read the labels on green beans if I don't buy them fresh because canned green beans, your sodium levels can be pretty high. So honestly, store brand usually is your best option as far as that goes. Just FYI. Mustard and collard greens. I don't like mustard, but I like collard. Turnip greens, not a fan. Lettuce, we prefer romaine. I don't like mushrooms. I don't like snow peas. Spinach we put with our eggs and stuff. I don't like sprouts. And tomatoes are a hit or miss with me. I have maybe like spaghetti sauce or diced tomatoes like once a month. It's acidic. It hurts my teeth. I don't like it. And heavier carbs are oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal. Brown rice, not a fan. Whole grain pastas, which I don't mind. I do the veggie pastas with whole grain. Um, Sweet potatoes, like I said, starches are a trigger. If I have them in the house, I'm going to be like, oh my god, I have to eat them all before they go bad because you know how potatoes are. You leave them out for a week and they're growing. So I'm going to actually omit potatoes and root veggies, which the diet said it kept referring to paleo. Paleo allows root veggies and legumes and beans and all of that stuff. Not a fan. Can't have it. I know for a fact I can't have it. Not in my body. Not in my mentality either, because my brain is just like, I am very starch driven. I will eat rice and potatoes and bread like no tomorrow if it's given to me. And I'm not about to throw that out in the wind like that. Okay, so olive oil. I do need more olive oil and spray. Flax, not a fan. Okay, so the peanuts, almonds, walnuts. I'm going to assume that my mixed nuts bag is still okay. I'm going to read some more labels on that and make sure. So I'm going to put this as a maybe. I need to make sure that all of those nuts are allowed. And eggs for fats. Okay, so since the diet referred to paleo a lot, what I'm going to do, images, the paleo diet. And I don't know why it referred to the paleo diet so much when it's not equal. Because as far as endomorphs go, where did you just send me? Okay, so it says for endomorphs to avoid white carbs, which I need to look up specifically what white carbs are. I'm guessing flour, white potatoes, breads, rice, white rice. So I'll look up white carbs. White sweets. I'm just going to put sugar. Honestly, which we avoid anyway because, you know, we do the Zevias, we are no sugar. No sugar. We do not do sugar. So avoid sugar. Candy, dessert, that's vague. It says red meat. Avoid red meat. Now it says lean meats on here. So I'm guessing they mean turkey and chicken. What about, is pork a red meat? When you cook it, it's white. So avoid red meat. Alright, I'll tell you what. We're going to go back here. We're just going to delete that because it's just confusing me that they put it in there without being specific and I didn't read ahead. And sweet fruits. Wouldn't pineapple be a sweet fruit? It's listed. So, like I said, I need a little bit more research. So we're going to go over to the paleo diet. And this is the paleo diet chart. And let me double check and make sure you guys are seeing all of it. Good. Okay, so salt is on the list for the paleo diet. Now, as far as my health concerns go, I can't really do sodium. So I'm going to put on here saturated fats have to be under 10 grams for me, and salt has to be avoided if at all possible. It does say vitamins. I have my vitamins. Michael does not have vitamins yet. I'm actually going to go get him some Men's Health vitamins. This is not very specific, like at all. Let's try this. Keto versus paleo. As you can see, they have like their you can't have kind of things, which at the bottom is a good idea, but it's very generalized. Bread, sugar, milk, rice, corn. There's different versions of potatoes. There's different versions of breads and different versions of sugars and sugar alcohols and different kinds of rices. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, this isn't specific. Let's find a better chart. That does not want to load. I just need a food list. Paleo yes foods. That works for me. I like that. Let's expand. Thank you, Pinterest, for actually doing something. Okay, so paleo. Goodness, it even has sea vegetables. Never heard of that. Okay. Wow, that's a big list. Okay, so as far as meats go, you can have organ meats like kidney, liver, tongue. Not gonna happen. Meats and poultry. It has beef and bison listed, like I said. The Endomorph list kept referring to paleo, but it said that a lot of the foods probably aren't the best to kind of cater it to yourself. So I'm going to guess that beef and bison are probably, and lamb and pork and mutton are probably not the best for me. Chicken, duck, quail egg. Aren't those like really high in carbs? I don't know. I'll have to check. Nightshades, which are peppers, eggplant, tomato, potato. Root vegetables. Again, I don't really want to do a whole lot of root vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables. Blur, blur, blur. See, I wish they would do this for the Endomorph diet. Like, other than just this image. Endomorph. Food list. Uh-oh. List of complex carbs that can be eaten every day. And then it disappears. You see what I mean? Pinterest sucks. Do I really want to scroll somebody's Pinterest to figure this out? No, I do not. I find no interest in it whatsoever. Oh, that just made it bigger. Now I just need to kind of... Okay. So brown rice is a complex carb. Brown bread. What is brown bread? So according to sweet potatoes listed, according to the Endomorph diet, it's choosing the right kinds of carbs. You have to focus on the complex carbs and limit simple carbs, because simple carbs are high in sugar and calories, which cause fat storage. Now, as far as complex carbs go, as I just said, me and starches, that's where we butt heads. But this is going to give me another good idea as far as carbs go. So let's go under carbs. Now, beans. I told Michael he can be allotted beans again. I personally am not a fan of beans. My kids don't even eat beans because it's just an aversion with us. Like I don't know, it's weird. It's a texture thing. They're small, they're weird, but we'll eat peas, which is odd too. So I'm gonna put beans, but for Michael, not for me. Buckwheat. What is buckwheat? I don't think I've ever seen buckwheat. I will look for it. Artichokes, apples, all brand cereals. I like cereals, but I don't want to buy cereal and then it's just sitting on the shelf. That's another thing that just sits on the shelf if I'm just not interested. High fiber cereals. Yeah, but then you get the sugar and the carbs are really high and I'm not interested. Multigrain bread. Navy beans, oat bran, oatmeal. Blech. What's a Weetabix? Whole barley, whole grain. Wild rice, yam, zucchini. I love zucchini. Strawberries, sprouts, spinach, soybean, shredded wheat, radishes. I've never had a radish. Not a fan of prunes. Porridge oats, pinto beans, oranges, onions, okra. Okra. Snot. Okra tastes like snot when you cook it, especially when you're trying to do gumbo and stuff and you throw okra in there. And Michael loves okra, but then you get like snot from it. It's disgusting. Gross. You have to like roll it in flour or something like that before you cook it. I don't remember. I can't do it. Paleo yes foods. Let's go back to that. Okay, so it's got like coconut oil and stuff like that. I can't have that because of my heart stuff. I'm going to actually find my list that I had on my heart stuff so that I know I am marking that off as well, and it is modified specifically to what is going to lower my LDL cholesterol. I know y'all can't see me. I'm looking for that paperwork wherever it went to. Y'all, it's hiding from me. Let me find it. I am not entirely sure where that paperwork went, so we get to look it up all over again. Foods to avoid with cholesterol problems. We're going straight to a WebMD because, you know, that tells you everything you need to know. Okay, you can just load your little video then. Alright, so look for colorful fruits and vegetables, berries, oranges, apples, yams, broccoli, spinach, bell peppers. Those are on my list. Natural, cholesterol-free, and low-fat fruits and vegetables are the foundation of a good diet. Whole grains. So I've got whole grains listed. Meats and beans. chicken or turkey, lean cuts of pork tenderloin, beef round, sirloin, tenderloin. Read labels. Meat has to be at least 92% fat free. Buy rich beans such as black soy, edamame, kidney, or garbanzo. I think we have black beans in there that nobody's eaten. Nuts and seeds. Buy natural peanut butter or almond butter. No salt. Look for low or reduced fat milks. I'm not gonna do milks, cheeses, yogurts. I mean, maybe as a garnish every now and then, but it's not gonna happen really. Canned tunas and stuff. Good oils. Plant sterile foods. Nuts, seeds, legumes. 2 grams a day. Okay. Foods to avoid. We're going to keep that there. Bell peppers are fruits. Yes. Bananas are berries. Yes. Avocados are fruits. Yes. Potatoes and top bananas and potassium. Yes. Bananas are actually really bad for you. I don't eat bananas. I haven't had figs in I don't even know how long. Blackberries aren't berries. Kiwis, blah blah blah. I don't care. Okay, so I wrote trans fats, I wrote salts, I wrote sugars. All of these. So we're going to put those actually on the list of avoid, because these are different sugars. And paste. More. High cholesterol and meats. You should talk to your doctor about what you eat. I tried to. He's so non-specific. I don't think I've ever seen 96 to 98% fat-free meats. Like, anywhere. Anywhere. So eating fish twice a week can lower artery disease. I'd still take my omega-3s. Okay. Now see, restaurants is a big thing with me right now too, because restaurants cook with butter and you can't really alter a whole lot of that, because it's not like they spray the flat top, and a lot of them use like peanut oil or vegetable oil. I can't use those, and can't have anything fried. So yeah. They don't do whole grain rolls at restaurants. I wish. Steamed, broiled, grilled, stir-fried, or roasted. Potatoes baked, broiled, or roasted. Appetizers. Order broth-based soups, minestrone, gazpacho instead of creamy soups, or fried finger foods. Ask for steamed veggies instead of fries. Unless they have sweet potato fries, you can get no salt, apparently. Which we did find a restaurant that has that. Ask for sauces and dressings on the side. I don't at all ask for sauces or dressing. Mustard maybe, but everything else has sugars and stuff in it. And I can't track that in my Carb Manager app. Okay, so I'm actually going to copy all of this, thanks WebMD, and put that at the bottom of here for eating out at restaurants as tips to remember, even though I'm currently making a grocery list. exercise, weight control, reduce risk of heart disease. Is not a fad diet. Is considered a balanced plan. And what are they suggesting? They're not suggesting anything. That's weird. They don't suggest a specific plan, you know, like the Mediterranean diet. Okay. First step is fats. Okay, fats. Avoid saturated. Yes, I do. See, egg yolks listed. Fatty cuts of meat, lard, dairy products, butter. I haven't had butter in I don't even know how long. It's been like 3 weeks now. Honestly, kind of miss it a little bit. It's kind of a pain. These also raise cholesterol, shortening, stick margarine, sweets, and fried foods. But these don't. Good fats, avocados. Ooh, I didn't even put avocados down. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with me? Avocados. I think I have one left in the fridge too. And it wasn't fully ripened when I cut into it. It wouldn't pull apart. It loved itself. Pumpkin and sunflower seeds. That's in my mixed seeds. I don't do corn oils, but I'll do like maybe soybean, those. Dietary cholesterol, animal products such as red meat, shellfish, egg yolk, for example, contain cholesterol 200 milligrams a day. Choose a lean meat. Okay, so this, the others are saying red meat is okay. The endomorph list, however, wherever that went, the endomorph list does not say red meat on it. Like specifically, it doesn't say like beef or whatever. So I'm going to, then it goes back to, do I want to incorporate red meats or am I leaving them out altogether? Because Michael is also on the diet and he's going to get bored with just chicken and turkey and seafood. What if I do lean red meats, maybe once every other week, 2 times a month. We'll do that. And we will monitor it from there, because I'm not saying that that is going to be whatever. Okay. You have options beyond lean meats and reduced dairy. They are, okay, soy products is listed. That is something that was a keto no-no. Soy products. Paleo does not do soy. I don't think. No, it looks like paleo might allow soy. Let's check. Endomorph list. I'm not seeing soy on there as an avoid. I could have sworn I saw soy somewhere. Okay, so soy might be okay. Again, have to monitor it because I haven't had soy in forever. So I'll put soy. I don't mind soy-based product at all, as long as it doesn't have like sugars and stuff in it to make it taste better. Carbs. My carbs are a lot less than that for weight loss reasons. Beans, fruit, lentils, quinoa, vegetables, whole grains. Okay, so I've got all those listed. And then you've got your exercise, obviously. Okay. Foods to eat, foods to avoid. I think this just sent me back to the first page, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. All of that. Alright, so I kind of have a grocery list now of foods that might specifically be one endomorph diet, paleo altered diet, Mediterranean inspired for heart stuff, specifically catered to me. I don't agree with this food pyramid. I don't think meats should be your biggest. I think veggies should be. I think your meats should be at the top. Endomorph. Food pyramid? No. Endomorph. See, that's it. I did 25 carbs, 35 protein, 35 fat, I think, for mine. Buckwheat. I've never had buckwheat. Quinoa. Tofu. Tofu's listed as a fat. I have a good list. I'm sorry. I'm so drained. I have a good list so far, I think. I don't know what a lectin food is. See, I'm still learning a bunch of stuff, apparently. There's so many food pyramids, and they're not even, those are clean eating pyramids. Mediterranean diet pyramid. See, it doesn't even have meat at the bottom. Meat's in the middle. I'm not seeing, like I said, you search endomorph and you're not going to find anything. I'm also going to do intermittent fasting still. So I'm only going to eat at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. See, this kind of heavily relies on exercise. I can't do exercise. I'm sorry. My physical body just can't do it. Just period. It's saying for male and female, it's completely different, which makes a lot of sense because his portion sizes have to be bigger than mine. He has to take in more calories and stuff than I do. So, but I measure everything out. I just try to meet my macros. Alright, so I don't know what to call this diet. The Endo-Paleo diet, I guess. I don't know. Endo-Heart healthy diet. I think I have a pretty good grocery list here. This looks like a lot of really good stuff. Meat and veggies mostly. And I still have veggie pasta. I still have some breads that I can do. I just need to keep an eye on sugar and stuff like that. See, this looks like a better chart. Complex carbs. So we're going to go with that. And the This is what we're doing. This is my grocery list. So we're doing chicken, seafood, eggs, egg whites specifically for me, lean red meats 2 times a month, soy, berries, peaches, pineapple, asparagus, bell pepper, cabbage, blah 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 blah. Veggie pasta, whole grain with whole grain. Um, Beans for Michael. I don't want beans. I don't do beans. Buckwheat. I'll look for it. I've never heard of it. I've heard of it. I've never seen it anywhere in the stores. Multigrain stuff, zucchini, avocado. Of course, the spinach wraps were really good. We liked those. I made like chips out of them. They were really good. Olive oil spray, mixed nuts. I need to read the label. What to avoid. I have my list so I can read what I read by labels. What to avoid. So tired. So very tired. And my intermittent fasting, which is going to keep going. I think intermittent fasting is very important to only eat within a window. Unfortunately, Michael still does coffee. I don't do coffee. I wonder if Endomorph diet coffee, eating, exercise, blah blah blah. I've heard of metabolic confusion. It's where you eat different macros a day or something like, or different macros every few days. I don't know. That seems really complicated right now, and I'm just trying to figure out the basics all over again. Must include coffee. I'm not seeing coffee. Most people use sugars. Michael still uses the whatever. I think Endomorph specifically, Endomorph diet, I think caffeine has to be avoided. 0 sugar. Endomorph diet may wish to limit or avoid carb-dense foods, especially refined carbs such as white flour and sugar. Oh, white flour wasn't listed. White carbs. I'm going to put white flour. Carb dense refines. So you guys are learning this with me. Let's see. This is basically the same thing I've been reading over and over and over. Non-tropical nuts, dried beans, legumes, non-starchy veggies. See, it says non-starchy. Non-starchy. So that's why I didn't put potatoes on my grocery list. No more sweet potatoes, no starch. This is broccoli, cauliflower, and celery, though. Is good. And I definitely eat broccoli, cauliflower, and celery. Whole grain, whole wheat. Some starchy. What the hell? Why would you say non-starchy vegetables and then some starchy vegetables? Why not just say vegetables? You're just confusing me here. Carrots, corn. It's saying I can have corn? I can have corn. Corn doesn't even digest in a human body. How is that? I'll figure it out. Unrefined starchy, such as quinoa and amaranth. I don't know. Limit or avoid. White rice. We already avoid baked goods and stuff. We kind of make our own, so that I have sugar-free candies, chocolates, other sweets. I'll still probably eat Lily's chocolates. Refined cereals such as bran flakes, instant oatmeal, puffed rice. Heavily processed or fried foods, unless it's in olive oil and you do it yourself. Rich dairy products such as cream, whipped cream, ice cream, whole milks. It says red meats to avoid. I'll figure it out. Foods rich in sodium, alcohol. We don't drink alcohol anyway. For the Mediterranean diet, 3 weeks ago, I bought like a red wine to try. I bought 2 bottles. I have a full bottle and like 3/4 full. Like I literally, like I said in a past video, like I don't drink alcohol. Cooking oils with saturated fat such as palm or coconut oils. So I'm gonna have to do an overhaul in this house. So remember coconut being listed as something I can't have because of my heart stuff anyway. Weight training, I don't do any of that crud. Alright, that was a pretty good list of things to avoid. I am not seeing anything else as far as and then they have like a diet plan sort of thing, like meal plan. I don't do the meal plans, like I said. Not a fan. Endomorph diet. Okay, it's showing like the glycemic load. If you keep it under 10 glycemic load, it should be okay. Okay, usually my glycemic load is really, really low. Bananas is high, grapes is high. Honey is average, high. White bread, corn tortillas, corn on the cob. Yeah, all of that stuff can't have it. How can you why does it list corn but you can't have corn on the cob? What? What? I think these are like maybe foods. You can why is Coca-Cola listed? That has sugar. How are these maybe foods? I don't believe you. So basically this is a moderate fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. Let me look at my macros again. Settings. Macros. Alright, what is considered specifically? Protein, 15 to 35. Okay, so this would be considered a low carb diet. My fats are at 40%. Excuse me, God, I'm tired. My fats are at 40%. My proteins are at 35. They're a little higher than a low carb diet. And my total carbs is at 25%, which is right in the middle. So this is considered low carb. So we are going to basically dub this the low carb endo I don't even know if it's partially paleo. A lot of the stuff you can't have on paleo, and a lot of the stuff on paleo you can't have on endo. Heart healthy. We'll do heart healthy. Endo-Heart Healthy Diet by Faye. Yep. Alright, so it is 2 o'clock, 2:30 almost. I need to copy this over to my phone as a grocery list. I need to check and see how much money I have as far as my food spending right now. And I will catch you guys in another video at another time.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.